whenever I come home from work, she always says, "So what happened at work today?" And I said, "Oh, a little this, little that." And I said, "Oh, by the way, I'm thinking about having us run for the U.S. Senate." And she stopped and said, "What?"
You forgot to mention I was 8 months pregnant.
Al-Qaeda.
Traces of mustard agent and sarin gas.
Is it time for the U.S. to take the gloves off?
Well, Tim always knew what he wanted to do. He fought for what he wanted. Of course, when you have 3 brothers, you have to, I guess.
Tim was a very, very go-getting man. As a kid even, I should have said, man, as a kid he was really up in there. You had to watch him a little bit here and there, holler at him, but he took everything.
Tim's got a lot of his dad, a lot of Dale in him. Dale had a lot of respect for the people. If you worked for him, and he took care of you.
I don't consider Tim a politician right now. I consider him as a businessman, and that's what we have to have.
He's learned hard work, a good work ethic, and then his military career certainly helped to make him the person that he is.
We met almost 10 years ago. He was a major in the Army. Tim really learned how to be a leader in the Army, something that you just don't learn by sitting at a desk for 20 years.
I am Captain Tim Michels, and I'm a 1982 graduate of Camp Challenge.
He was in the military for 12 years. It's an important difference because he's a good leader. It made him a good leader. He's been many places in the world and he knows what's going on.
I believe his military experience is invaluable to his construction experience, which he is going through right now. He's proven to be an excellent leader for us here.
Tim Michels is going to be the fairest man around. He can work with anybody. If anybody's got a problem, I'm sure one way or another he will find the time to at least listen.
For the first time since Vietnam, the military is going public with the number of enemy dead.
Should the CIA be forced to treat high-level terrorists with kid gloves?
I think people want a senator who's in touch with the problems of ordinary families, and I believe that's me.
9/11, the worst terrorist attack in American history. Weeks later, 98 members of the Senate vote to pass the Patriot Act. One senator votes no, Russ Feingold.
We need a U.S. senator that understands how important this issue is and understands that there's thousands of trained terrorists in the world that are willing to give their life to destroy our way of life. I'm Tim Michels, and I approve this ad because we need to renew the Patriot Act to keep this country safe, and that's why I need your support.
There's a lot of politicians out there that make a lot of noise but don't know what's going on. This is the real world out there, and right now the real world needs a little straightening out.
I mean, we can't forget what happened on September 11th, and it's easy to forget because things have gone well for the past couple of years. I think if we can't stand by our president and put leaders in the Senate that will stand by our president and finish this war to try and keep America safe, it's going to be a very dangerous place for all of our children to grow up in.
The military man's going to understand what's going on over there. I mean, there's a lot of ins and outs we don't hear, but he's been in the system. He knows what the system, how the system works. And when you know how the system works, you can do a lot better job.
We think the world will be a better place if we can replace Russ Feingold and get a good man in the Senate, like my husband. We want a safer world for our children to grow up in.
Well, there's 59 attorneys in the United States Senate. Russ Feingold is one of them. There's only 10 small business owners in the U.S. Senate. There's only a handful of veterans, and there's not a single construction guy. And I'm not doing this to promote any specific industry, but how can they pass legislation? How can they talk about infrastructure that's good for America if they don't have somebody on the floor of the U.S. Senate that they can go to and say, what's the impact of this going to be?
Well, I think what he learned here at Michels, he has the experience to go out and do that in Washington.
I think he's truly devoted to making this a better country to live in.
He's forthright in everything he does. He's always treated us fair. Everybody gets treated the same.
Anybody can be a politician, go out there and bullshit everybody.
If he tells you he's going to do something, he's going to do it. Not just promise you things and then you know, get elected and walk away from it.
Tim believes people in Wisconsin don't really have a voice in Washington right now, and that's a very sad thing.
Some of the fiercest fighting.
The scandal about prison abuse.
We need a comprehensive energy plan.
Perception of American weakness.
John Kerry is blaming President Bush.